It's that time of the morning. Jinx the cat. Jinx the protest cat. I want to show you what we protesting today. All right. You stand with Kilmar Garcia, but you didn't say nothing about me. You stood for Tennessee. You didn't open your mouth about me. Long before Kilmar Garcia was deported or incarcerated, I was talking about mass incarceration. I was talking about the money you made off of incarceration. Now we supposed to stand up for Kilmar. Well, you forgot about me. That's me, Duane G. Davis, freedom fighter. That's my Malcolm X award. And like I said, before Kilmar Garcia, it was Shorty. All right. That's Facebook passed from 2006 to now. Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. It's National Constitution Day. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Y'all didn't pass the George Floyd bill. Y'all passed all kind of bills, but y'all passed us by. So in the 2026 session, everything I've been doing, I put on Facebook, social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. So pay attention to this. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Facebook pass. Those is tickets. That's the 13th Amendment. This is Shorty, a champion for justice. All right. And Senator Antonio Hayes had this book since Mayor Pugh went to jail. When Mayor Pugh went to jail, it's called I Am Dred Scott. That's Ray Winbush. We talking about the haves and the have-nots. All right, the haves versus the have-nots. The educated versus the uneducated. Yeah. Like I said, racism don't work without black cooperation. That's my dog, Whitey. It's a protest dog. I care about pets more than you care about people. Whitey done been in more protests than anybody in Baltimore. He been everywhere I've been. Everywhere. That's Governor Westmore. You wear the mask, you got to put in the work. I made a book all about Governor Westmore. A movie all about Westmore. The real Westmore. That's Whitey in my toilet at Constitution Hall in Philadelphia. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. Shorty, pull your mask up. TMZ.com? No. It ain't Shorty, pull your mask up. It's Shorty, stop shitting on me. And you're going to be my poster child for the 2026 session. Everywhere I go, I'm going to take this picture. That toilet. That's Ivan Bates, Kwa'isi Mfume. Like I said, you stood up for Kilmar Garcia. You ain't open your mouth about me. That's Senator Van Hollen. That's Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, the Baltimore Sun and Ivan Bates. Like I said, Ivan Bates had this long before he became state's attorney. See me and Chucky and President Trump? He called the Secret Service on me for this. That's my nephew, Clarence. He's a postal worker. And that's Mayor Brandon Scott. All right? That's Mayor Brandon Scott, Nick Mosby, and Marilyn Mosby. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Yeah. Y'all been silent on this. You wear the mask, you got to put in the work. Shorty, pull your mask up. This book right here, we talking about voter suppression. Release all material to the voters, all right? Shorty, pull your mask up. No, we're going to unmask Brandon Scott. Everything you've been doing since you was Councilman Scott, you have to turn over. Brack versus Wells say we're going to the grand jury. We're going to take you to the water. We're going to make you drink. This is Baltimore, The Wire, the money behind mass incarceration. Like I said, that's a movie. That's a movie. That's a movie. This book is a movie. Senator Antonio Hayes is a movie. That's a movie. This is a movie. And Omar Juentes from CNN got this. All right. So he got to turn this over before the end of the 90 days of session. This is a book and a movie all about Governor Westmore. Yeah. Exoneration of the Supreme Court. You got 90 days of Shorty. Lady Breon, Black Arts District. Like I said, the haves versus the have-nots. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. And I've been on the back of the bus long enough. I'm driving the bus for freedom. You feel me? I'm driving my bus for freedom. So Delegate Stephanie Smith, it's the 90 days of session. You running for re-election. Do blacks have rights? You stood up for Tennessee, but you didn't say nothing about me. It's the 90 days of session. 90 days of session. You stood up for Kilmar Garcia, but didn't say nothing about me. Odette Ramos, the Baltimore City Council, ICE. Yeah. Before you brought ICE to Baltimore, you already had ICE in Baltimore. You had Baltimore County Police Department. Yeah. Like I said, You stood up for Kilmar Garcia. What you gonna say about me? Shorty, champion for justice. The same way that you went and stood up for Kilmar, stand up for me. Stand up for me. See the big picture? National Constitution Day. The Democratic Party. Do blacks have rights in which white people respect, which white America respects? You want us to be scared of Trump? You've been sitting in office long before Trump got in office, and you ain't respecting our rights. I'm still looking for justice. Governor Westmore. 2026 session. Y'all gonna see more toilets. I'm gonna build a toilet right in the square, right in front of Thurgood Marshall's statue. Public accommodations, the right to use the toilet. Question of the day. Did you use the toilet today? You're gonna think about me tomorrow. You wear the mask, you gotta put in the work.